Well, if you want high-stakes football with a decided edge, you've come to the right place. Two teams who embody success, both with huge followings, about to cross paths. Stay tuned for all the live action from Anfield. It's Liverpool against Arsenal. And I must say, this stadium falls in the must-visit category for any football fan, should the chance come his or her way. Anfield is the venue. My name's Derek Ray, and delighted to have alongside me, as usual on these occasions, Stuart Robson. I'm looking forward to bringing you action from the Premier League coming right up. It is Liverpool versus Arsenal.
Well, as is always the case, both teams will look...
Hello, welcome back to Armchair Armoury, and it is the first big test of the season. Liverpool at Anfield on Sunday. Well, there's been a lot of highs in the last week or so as an Arsenal fan. Well, for Arsenal fans in general, not just me. You know, the signing of Eberechi Eze, a 5-0 win over Leeds last weekend. And then, you know, Gyökeres scoring a brace. It was slightly marred, as I said in my reaction, it was slightly marred by the injuries of Saka and Ødegaard in the game. But it sounds like since then, news has come out that both injuries aren't as critical as once feared. So I think with Saka, the news that's come out is that he'll be out for a month, which means he probably will miss this game against Liverpool on Sunday. Ødegaard, I'm not sure about. They're saying that like the shoulder injury isn't as bad, but I have a feeling he'll probably miss this game. Which is why, if you watch this EAFC 25 simulation to the end, you'll see that like Eze is playing in the number 10 role instead of Ødegaard, etc., etc. So, yeah. I suppose that's the good thing with the signings we've made. We have a little bit of depth now. We have a bigger squad than we probably ever have done in this Arteta tenure. Now, Liverpool. They've won every game so far this season. Their first two games. I actually think I did watch the... Excuse me. I did actually watch the... well, to be fair, I actually watched both games. And I felt like the first game against Bournemouth on the opening day of the season, 2 Fridays ago, I felt like the game was pretty even, and at points Bournemouth were the better team. Obviously, there was that incident with Antoine Semenyo that happened. The less said about that, the better. Because people are going to take my words out of context. I don't really want to share how I feel about the whole thing on here. Let's just say, as much as I find that sort of thing, I don't. Obviously, it goes without saying. You have to say this, that like, yeah, obviously you don't condone that sort of thing. But I also don't condone the sort of reaction, particularly from people like Gary Neville, who are basically saying people should be thrown in prison for that sort of stuff. And it's like, it's going a little bit too far, mate. And in terms of him, can't blame the Conservative Party anymore. You can't blame the Tories now in the UK. Your mates are in charge now, so it's on them to sort it out. I say that, but that's terrifying to me. Anyway, less about, as I said, I didn't want to say that, but still it came out. And Semenyo did what you should do in that sort of situation, is rise above it and show that you're not what these ignorant people think you are. And he went and scored a brace. I think Bournemouth deserved a draw from that game, but the problem is that Liverpool have those players that can just win you the game out of nowhere, and in this case they had Mo Salah. You know, even though Mo Salah's 33 now, he can still put on a performance, you know. So yeah, so that was the first game. So then Monday's game just gone against Newcastle. I thought that Newcastle were very hard done by in this game. I thought Newcastle were the better team throughout the entire 90 minutes. Even when Liverpool went 2-0 up, I was like, I don't know how they've managed to score 2 goals. You can definitely see, despite the fact that Newcastle fought back after they had Anthony Gordon sent off, they fought back to 2-2. You can definitely see with Alexander Isak not there, they don't have the same potency that they may have had last season. And the way that this whole Isak transfer saga is going, it feels as if like Isak's going to be in the other bench by the end of this transfer window. Eventually Newcastle will go, it's an offer we can't refuse. If Liverpool come in and offer 150 million, let's say, Newcastle would be stupid to turn that down. It's just that Newcastle have said time and time again, Isak's not for sale, and Liverpool are still there. And the fact that like Isak's not training, it doesn't look good. And this is, you know, I would be a hypocrite to say that like I'm against the fact that Isak's not doing that, because Gyökeres did it to get his move to Arsenal from Sporting. So, yeah, it's a tough one. It really is a tough one. I mean, he's going to take some replacing if he does go to Liverpool, but you could definitely tell that they were lacking that striking potency that they had last season, and they did well to pull it back for 2-2. And I think the least they deserved is a draw. And you know, poor defending left that Rio kid open. I can't remember what his surname is. Left him open, and you know, he'd been impressive in pre-season, and he, you know, just bent it round Pope, and that was it. So yeah, so I don't, and obviously they lost the Community Shield as well. Went from 2-0 up, drew 2-2 again. So it seems to be a thing that's going on at the moment. So they are definitely a team that you can get at, especially with a sort of aging centre-back pairing of Van Dijk and Konate. There's definitely, you know, Frimpong's out now, who I thought he was good, but I didn't think he was like, you know, Trent 2.0 or whatever. So they can be got at. That's one thing. I think this for us will be a massive test. You know, we had an indifferent performance, albeit a good defensive performance against Manchester United, and we got over the line. You know, I still go as far as to say that the context of the entire game, first game of the season, Old Trafford, you know, you can't really argue. They always turn up against us. And then you see what Man United did a week later. I said to what's it called, to Stefan, who's been on this channel before, big Man United fan. I said to him that it's not. I said to him after the game, because he had quite a typical online fan vitriolic reaction to it, to losing, and I said it's all well and good playing well in the first game of the season and looking like you're going to be like a brand new team, but you've got to follow that up by going to Fulham and actually getting that win. And they didn't do that. In fact, in that game, Fulham were the better team, like easily the better team. Fulham deserved the point that they got, and they probably even should have won that game. Man United were poor, I have to say. You know, the Cunha and Burmo that we're saying that have revitalized their attack were just toothless, to be honest, from what I saw. And then you look at what came out of that game, and the thing we're talking about is not Fulham's performance or Man United's lack of performance. We're talking about Bruno Fernandes being a whiny little bitch like he always is. But yeah, so in the context of that, it was a good result, the win against Man United. And then you look at Saturday just gone, 5-0 win over Leeds, newly promoted team, the winners of the Championship last season. You know, first 20 minutes we looked a little bit sort of like we were trying to grow into the game, and we we went on and did what we did. So far it's looking good, but Liverpool is a different beast. And even though in the last few seasons we've sort of taken them on toe to toe, I think the last 2 times we've been there we've drawn. So that stands us in good stead, I suppose. But at the same time, it's like, again, they have those players that can just kill you easily. They can wipe you out. So we have to be careful. It's going to be a really, really tough game. It's one of those ones that it's very similar to Man United, that where I'm going to be hiding behind my shirt thinking, oh, what's going to happen now? I'm going to be very nervous. But if we can somehow, win at Anfield, it definitely stands us in good stead going forward for the rest of the season. We've got Nottingham Forest at home next after this first international break that we have for some reason. We've got Nottingham Forest, then Man City at home, and then Newcastle away. So it definitely will stand us in good stead. And it means if we manage to get 3 wins out of 3 with the start we've got, Man United away, Leeds at home, Liverpool away, it would be a good omen in my opinion. But to remain grounded, it's going to be tough. It's definitely going to be tough. Right, I'm going to leave it there because I have a lot to do today. I'm actually in the middle of moving house, or moving flat or apartment if you're in the US. I better get on with that. But I thought I'd do this before things start getting packed away and stuff like that. So I will be back again, hopefully after the game on Sunday. Probably my priority is to get this all set up when I move into the new place tomorrow. So hopefully I'll be back. I'll have, even if I have to record it on my phone, I'll do some sort of reaction after the game on Sunday. So until then, as I'm thinking of calling her Gemma. I don't know why. This AI assistant that I've got that's telling you to like and subscribe. But yeah, after a word from Gemma, take care and stay safe.
Remember to like and subscribe, and also follow Dan on social media. All the information is in the description below.
Well, underway once more, and it's going to be fascinating to see what developments occur in this second half. Salah. Oh, managing to beat him. It's still alive. And the corner for Liverpool. They take it short. Crossing into the middle. Aware of the threat, solving the problem. Well, breaking at pace is always a possibility. Mo Salah. Gakpo. My goodness, that save. Fully stretched he was. One for his own highlights reel. And he's fired over the corner. Cleared away comprehensively. Well, nothing wrong with the header, but it was always going that little bit off target.
Well, Liverpool have been dominant in every department. Just look how many chances they've created. They've been excellent today.
Gyökeres. Liverpool doing well to win back possession. Wirtz. Ryan Gravenberch. And Salah! And it goes! A 3-goal cushion! This is astonishing stuff!
Well, first of all, where's the defending? They're all over the place. But give him some credit, that's a good finish. Great composure.
Martinelli. And they need to get tighter here. There's the feed into the box. And well off target in the end. Good pressure from the defender to put him off. Well, we have 30 minutes to go. Fruitful looking attack. Oh, denied in his quest to make it a double.
Well, his movement, his technique and his goal threat have been really good today. He probably deserved a second there.
Corner kick played in. Clearance left a bit to be desired. And the shot. Crucial piece of defending. Throw in here for Arsenal. Martinelli. No chance perhaps. And a fine stop. And they're making a change. Trying to deliver it accurately. And the header off target, but resolute defence. Wirtz. And he read it superbly. Now options are plenty. Gakpo. And it's opening up. A goal! How about that? He's put it away to make it a hat-trick.
Well, you have to ask, where's the defending? The keeper is completely exposed, but he still had to finish it, and he did it really well. It's a good goal.
20 minutes remaining. Martinelli. And he cuts inside. And that, a piece of goalkeeping you're going to see again and again and again.
Substitution for Arsenal. Coming off the pitch.
And with play stopped, they will make the change now. He's driven in the corner. And that was never likely to trouble the keeper. Gakpo. Intelligent threaded pass here. And he didn't miss by all that much with the header. Just a little bit off target. Mosquera. Rice with it. Martinelli. Victor Gyökeres. Gabriel Martinelli. Rice with it. Oh, could be an opportunity here. Oh, good-looking run. And the cross into the middle. Wonderful header. Excellent goalkeeping. Corner awarded to Liverpool. Struggling to get it away. That is how to keep it out of the net. Firing it in. So near, but wide. Well, they have the ball once more. Well, that's how to hit them. Not quite accurate enough, though. Just going to be a double substitution. Christian Nørgaard. It's with Mikel Merino. Gyökeres. And he put it away. Oh, a challenge of the highest order. And the referee is going to add on 4 added minutes. Eze. Victor Gyökeres. Lovely work to get past his man. Not really the high percentage option to try your luck from there.
Well, his teammates aren't particularly happy. He was never going to score from there.
Milos Kerkez. The final whistle, and the Gunners go down. They've lost this game. No points picked up. What did you think of it?
It was the nature of the performance more than anything else. They never got out of second gear and were completely dominated all over the park. Tell you what, though, I wouldn't want to be in that dressing room right now.
So, positivity envelops Mo Salah. Not for the first time either. Your verdict?
Well, he fully deserves the match ball. He was outstanding today, both with his skill and movement. What a performance that was.
Remember to like and subscribe, and also follow Dan on social media. All the information is in the description below.